Well, you won't believe it, but they're back again. And now they're riding those old shields better than ever.
Yeah, recently the men from the frozen north have been raiding the top snowboard competitions and snaking all the prizes.
These boys rip, and it seems that no one can stop them. So we figured that it was time for High5 to track down the warriors in this new generation of Scandinavian snowboarding and find out just what makes them so rad. Watch out. The scanners are coming.
Now, where better to start our search than in Scandinavia?
So we set sail for Finland, where the European Snowboard Championships were scheduled to take place.
Somehow we missed our connection, so we decided to snowboard into the event.
And man, everything we've been told about the Vikings seemed to be true.
These guys play a mean game of hide and seek.
Yeah, what they'll do to get their hands in your sandwich box. Whew. Watch it, dude.
Eventually, we arrived in Takavari.
And boy, what a place. It's the only hill for 50 miles.
Now, there are a couple of extreme things about Finland.
One is that it's extremely flat. It's like another planet. Not perfect terrain for snowboarding, you might think.
The other is that the people are extreme. Likewise, they're from another planet.
This place is certainly different. And when outsiders come here, they can't quite believe what's going on.
They don't have big mountains here, just little mountains. And they built very good pipes. And the Scandinavians are like, I want to be good. But they are riding all the time, half pipe. So they're getting better and better and better.
Okay, so the terrain might be horizontal, but they can sure build a wicked half pipe. And it's here that the scanners are excelling in the sport.
On practice day for the Euros, the pipe was pumping with fresh-faced Scandinavian kids. A sack full of Finns, plus Swedish talent like Oscar Norberg, as well as Norway's rising star, Daniel Franck. We'd found our first Vikings!
The faster you go, the bigger you can go, but it's more scary because you're taking way more risks than people that stops before they go off the wall and just go straight the whole way down. Then you gotta go higher and higher and higher, and more speed. It's scary, but it's fun.
There's nothing else to do than jump. Jump all the time.
What makes the Finnish guys better all the time is like we're getting better half pipes all the time, and the guys are like training. Doesn't matter if it rains, snows, or whatever the weather is, the guys are always riding the pipe.
We found that the pipe was pretty much dominated by the guys. But don't think for a minute that there aren't girls out there who rip as well.
What kind of tricks are you trying to do?
Normal airs, sometimes some spins. I don't know. I don't know nothing. No, I don't know. Well, parties, they're nice. Sometimes too nice. And sometimes can't remember next morning.
Parties? Yes. I tell you what, these Finns are really out there.
After all the places we've been to and all the people we've checked out, we've never seen anything like this.
Yeah!
What else can you do in Finland?
Sleep.
Nothing. Drink. We can drink. Drink.
You drink.
I guys are big friends.
Somehow, everyone survived the party, and finals day was pretty much an exclusively Scandinavian affair. 11 out of the top 15 finalists were scanners.
No one else got a look in, and even poor old Fabian was forced to hang out with the spectators.
And then we saw the Vikings in action. Man, these guys really are awesome. This is how good you can get when there's nothing else to do apart from snowboard.
And when Daniel Franck dropped in, everyone went berserk.
He impressed the judges, and he sure impressed us.
The European Championships should have been renamed the Scandinavian Championships.
Satu Järvela finished second in the gals contest. And yes, Daniel Franck snuck into first place, top of the guys. In fact, 4 out of the 5 top guys were scanners, which goes to prove that in the halfpipe, these dudes are unbeatable.
But that's not quite the end of the story, because although the competition is one aspect of the sport, winning you money and getting your sponsors exposure, it isn't the only aspect.
I like doing contests. It's fun. But it comes to a certain point that it takes too much time because you want to free ride more. And that's what I like the most.
Daniel's confession helped explain why 2 of the main scanners we came to track down didn't actually turn up to the contest. Ingemar Backman from Sweden and Terje Haakonsen from Norway.
Now, you might remember we bumped into Terje a couple of years ago. At that time, he was seriously into Madonna and just hanging out.
Yeah. Just got a coffee. Madonna.
Well, he's still doing that, but he's also become the sport's biggest star and become a role model for everyone.
You see, when you get to Terje's level, you only turn up to a handful of contests.
You step in out of the blue, win hands down, then leave again, which is what he did at the World Championships.
This proves 2 things. 1,
That you're very cool,
and 2,
that you're the best.
this then leaves you enough time to do the fun things in life, like hanging out in the States,
Going to parties,
free riding,
going to more parties,
making movies, and
partying. It's a sick life. No wonder they all want to be like Terje. And that's why there's an exodus of scanners who are using success in contests as a stepping stone to cross the Atlantic in search of the good life.
If you do filming and free riding and taking photos, that's way better promotion for your sponsors than doing contests. Because I think contests is kind of going down. I don't know, but you know, it's not that many photographers that it used to be. It's not that many people that film, like big companies. Nobody's even at the contest because, you know, it's been going on for so long.
so like the top scanners, we decided to put the flatlands and gray skies behind us and head for the Hollywood of snowboarding, California.
Trying to see, trying to be what you want me to be, so I can be loved.
The first step to success outside of the competition scene is to get into one of those snowboard movies. This is what the kids around the world watch. This is where reputations are made, and fame is to be found. So where better to start our search for two elusive scanners, Ingemar and Terje, than at the home of Mike McEntire, movie maker extraordinaire, up in the Sierra Nevadas.
As luck would have it, the weather was bad, so we were hoping he'd be easy to track down. And after a couple of calls, we got the address of an apartment up in the Tahoe Donna ski area.